Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to this week's talk. What are you doing? You didn't say a word. Hold your mouth quiet. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome going live, and then you start popping off. Hi.
You need a pause.
And here, this is Jeff. Hey, hi Jeff.
Hi Jeff.
Oh my gosh, Joe Clay.
Yay, Joe.
What's up?
How are you today? Thanks for coming. While you're figuring that out, we have Yvonne with us. Say hello, Yvonne. She's come over to ask some questions and talk merch with us. Say hey.
A lot of questions.
Okay,
full panel too. I'm excited.
Yeah, we got everybody. The whole gang's here. So before we jump in, I always forget till the end to talk about where everybody can find us, but let's do that at the beginning. So I'm me. Chris, you want to go first? Why don't you tell everybody who you are and when they can find you?
Hey everyone, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. You can find me on the YouTubes and stuff, and yeah, that's me.
All right, Joe, you go next. You're here.
You can find me in Oklahoma.
We're coming. Run away.
You can find me on YouTube, Merch University, or Facebook, my Facebook group, Merch University. You can find me there.
Yeah, and you've been doing something really cool every day where you're doing your 10, well, it's not 10 tier anymore. It's 25 now, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a series called, it was tier 10, now it's like tier 25. And yeah, I'll talk more about that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So
yeah, yeah, I like that. And then there's Jeff, everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
When I was in Denver, everybody was saying how much they loved you. And yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And then Yvonne, where can this is Yvonne, everybody. Where can everybody find you if they're looking for you?
I go by Yvonne Flippin' Easy on Instagram and on YouTube. You can follow whatever I've posted in the live chat to get to my channel if you want. And from there are my other links and my link tree. If you want to, interact with me on Instagram would be great. I've got a couple of Facebook groups I host, so it'd be great.
Absolutely. Okay, so normally we start off the show. I'm so excited. We have so many people here today. I don't know what to do with myself.
I'm laughing because we're like literally 3 minutes into the show and Jeff's already taking meds under the table.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good show. So we normally start off talking about our numbers and what tier we're on and how it's been going since last week. So let's hit that. And then Yvonne's got a bunch of questions and we'll dive into all of that. So who wants to go? Anybody want to go first?
I'll go first. I'm on tier 1000. I have a 770 70 designs live. And so this month I've sold probably 120 shirts, I think. Something like that. 130, something like that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Jeff, you.
I'm tier 1000. I have 505. I was doing real well this week until Margaret, the redhead here, said something about bad sales, and then they tanked.
It's all my fault.
But I broke 100 yesterday, so I'm at like 102 right now, and I'm just hoping we got, what, 6 days left? Yeah, 6 days left, and I'm trying to, last month was 121, and August was 125, so I'm trying to hopefully beat August, and that will make it the best month. But we'll see. I just saw another one today, so I'm at 103. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to kick me off. I feel it. It's coming. I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, your turn.
You were saying yesterday.
No, I know.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris. I'm a merch junkie, and I'm at tier 500, and I sold 133 shirts so far this month, which is amazing, actually. And
wow.
I'm at tier 500, and I have 328 live listings as of this moment.
That's pretty
That's
good.
awesome. Awesome. How about you, Yvonne? You want to share your numbers and all that?
So I got my merch account December 2016. So just say the beginning of this year. And it took about 2 months to get it, after the invitation. And I knew enough to at least put one item up there, right, to save it. And then I was doing Posh and other things, eBay. But then, thanks to you all, mostly everyone on this panel here, when I saw merch is blowing up, and I'm like, get on it. And so I've been working on it. I've sold 7 t-shirts this month, I believe. I just filled up my tier 25. Like, I'm hoping that by the end of the day or week, at least, I'm going to be moved up to tier 100. That's something I was going to ask your guys' opinion on, in my notes here. I have all 25 slots filled. I've had 7 sales this month, more than 10 total in a 90-day period.
That's good.
Yeah.
I should be moving up, right? Hopefully. I'm going to ask you guys about that. Like, what happens? That's one of my questions here.
That's good. My first couple months were, like, my first month I sold 1 shirt. Second month was like 4 shirts. So selling 7 in your second month is really good. I mean,
well, let me confess, some of them were my own purchases, which I want to talk about that too, right? Because I'm, one of them I like. I do wear it, Thrifty AF shirt. And then I bought a couple to give away, of course, for promos. And so I don't know if you want me to dive in yet, but it's on the list here to talk about that kind of a theory or action plan.
yeah. Okay. So my numbers go like this. So I'm at the 4,000 tier. I have like, how many live shirts do I have? A lot. Over almost 2,000 live. And my sales have been wretched. They've been.
Stop it.
They've been.
How many shirt sales do you have?
This month, 112. Like barely more than last month.
Oh my God, what's going on, Margaret?
I have no idea. And I've got a rejection today, and I can't figure out why. I didn't get an email. And you know how I do? Like I'll upload one design before I upload the because I'll make a few different versions. And so the first one went through. So then I sent through a bunch more because they were, similar design, same keywords and things like that. And then like 19 shirts have been in review for over 24 hours. And then just one of them went through and got rejected. So
yesterday, it was slow yesterday. Reviews because of whatever that was. It yesterday? Or the day before?
The glitch?
The glitch.
Oh, yeah. And I'm wondering if they're punishing me for that because I took advantage of that. There was a weird glitch where it wasn't deducting your uploads.
Did you upload a bunch of shirts?
I did. I rammed them through.
Oh, my gosh. How many uploads do you have a day already? You have 40?
80.
80?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I did that. Because I was re-uploading some that got taken down. So when I saw that there was a glitch, I kind of went after it and was re-uploading shirts that I've been just kind of peppering in throughout the way, And so I was like, let me just knock them all out now and I don't have to deal with them. So
there you go.
We'll see if Amazon's mad at me. Tammy's asking, because I made some shirts yesterday. It was called the Dirty Little Snowflake. She's asking if the rejected one is one that I showed you how to make. No, it wasn't that one. It was a different one. Totally different. It wasn't that one. Those are up. They're up for sale if you're interested. Okay. So Joe, before we jump into the questions, you haven't been on in a few weeks. What's been going on?
Oh, I've just been busy. Just have a lot of other stuff, commitments I have to do. So
yeah, I hear you.
That's all part of it. So those come first. So before I do this show, it's all good. I'm back here, so it's all fun.
Cool.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back on the show to see everybody, talk to everybody. I have been doing you said, I've been doing like on my own channel. I've been doing my own daily vlog. So I'm always on. I'm on usually, but just usually after later on, like 5 o'clock or so. So
yeah, and they're real good to watch. You always have really good tips. So if you guys are wanting, go follow Joe and get those. Make sure you get the little notifications so when he goes live, you can be there and talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the only. I think besides the Jersey boys, I'm the only one that I know that goes live pretty much every day. So to talk about merch, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. Yeah.
Okay, Yvonne, you ready?
Okay. So I really want to thank all of you. I'm so excited that there's a full panel here. I try to catch you guys live, and when I'm in your chat live because I'm the one blowing up your chat with questions, and you guys always let me ask like 5 or 6 questions in a row. And I appreciate it. So I asked Margaret, hey, can I come on with this show and just get it done? So, and I asked other people if they had questions, go ahead and send it to me. I'm gonna get Margaret's ear, Jeff's ear, and I didn't know who else might be on. So send me your questions too. So I've got them printed out here. They probably aren't in the best of order. I'm just gonna start with page 1, okay?
Okay.
So when I first started my merch, and we even talked about this while I'm in your side chat, I talked about it with you, and Jeff answered this question. There used to be promotions. What happened to that? Remember where we could like do a call to action and do a giveaway, like you have to go sign up for my YouTube channel, whatnot. What happened to promotions? Am I just not seeing it?
It's a giveaway.
Yeah, what happened to that?
It's still there.
Okay, I just lost it then.
I haven't used it in a while. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I haven't looked either.
It's there.
It's there.
Yeah, it should be there.
Where do you see it at, Joe? And also I can...
It's on one, just like you go to one of your shirts, it's live.
You know what?
And then you scroll to the bottom, and then you'll see what says giveaway.
I'm writing.
I'm not. 1 second. Man, there's a lot.
The one she sent me, I don't see it on hers. I'm gonna go look on one of mine real quick.
It's not.
Is it gone?
It's not.
There it is. It is there.
It is
so
there.
Scroll to the bottom.
You have to select a size and a color, and men or women first.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what you have to do. You have to go to one of your
up.
shirts. Yeah. Select the size. Select the color, and then you scroll to the bottom of the page, and then it'll say giveaway at the bottom.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna pull one up and show you. And just as an aside, all those shirts that have been in the review forever, they're going through their processing now. To say. Okay. Just so you guys see what we're talking about, I'm going to pull up the shirt I did yesterday, my Make Merch shirt, so you can see what we're talking about. And I think all of us have done videos on promoting, right? Jeff, you've done one, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay, I did. Joe did. Joe, you did, right?
On what, Make Merch?
No, on doing a promoted listing. On Amazon. So basically, like, this is a shirt we made yesterday. You got to select that, and then like the size that you want to do the giveaway for. So men's, extra large, and then you'll scroll down, and then here, set up an Amazon giveaway. Now you end up paying for the shirt, but then you can kind of promote the shirt on Twitter, and people will tweet your shirt out and all that stuff. So it's there.
Thank you so much, because that's a great tool to utilize, and I couldn't find it again.
And I think that's what it was. Was it Jeff or Chris that was just saying, yeah, you got to select the size, right?
Yeah, okay. It's overrated.
It's overrated.
That was part 2 of my question.
I've done 5 or 6 of them, and when I did it, it seemed, I think, coincidence. I would get some sales, but not of that shirt. It would just be other shirts. Yeah. And so that's why I kept doing it. But I have never sold the shirt I've done a giveaway. And
oh my God.
I've got a lot of followers on Twitter, but we all know a third of those are bots or whatever, or 2/3 of them. So I just stopped doing them because I don't like spending money.
I haven't done one in a while. I might do it again.
I'm making more doing Facebook ads than I am doing those giveaways.
Well, that was part 2 of my question.
Okay, go ahead, Yvonne. Sorry, we'll get going.
That was part 2 of my question is, does it work? Like, does the double duty of it, like, did you actually try it for YouTube and pick up followers or etc.? So Jeff's saying,
I did both the follow me and I did the retweet. And of course, you get lots of retweet because I have to do that to enter. And then I get followers, but 2/3 of the followers you get are going to be bots or fake accounts that people set up just for giveaways. So in the long run, I didn't see a benefit of spending, $15 or whatever per shirt per giveaway. So I stopped doing them.
That fell under the law of diminishing returns.
I just did a Facebook promotion, not for merch, but for my t-shirt website. And I ended up with 4 sales over the weekend because of that. And it was a $10 2-day ad. So I find more, and I picked up a lot of YouTube followers, not YouTube, Instagram followers because Facebook is part of Instagram too. So I thought that was more bang for my buck than the giveaways.
Definitely. Yeah, sounds like it. Anyone else?
Yeah. I mean, I've sold a couple that way, but yeah, I have picked up a lot of Twitter followers. I mean, I've sold a couple, but I think knowing maybe I was doing the wrong, I think a trending shirt at the right time would work better than just like a random topic shirt, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Because then you can hashtag it and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't have any success with mine either, so I did it twice.
Yeah, I didn't say anything because I haven't done it yet. And
Well,
I'm a rookie like you, Yvonne. I haven't kind of done stuff like that yet.
And what you can do though is like drop the shirt down before you buy it for the giveaway, drop the shirt price down real low. And then after you like host the giveaway and set that all up, like put the price back up. So you're not spending as much of your own money if you decide to do it.
You know what? I'm going to skip ahead since that's a good lead into one of my questions. Let me find it, okay? Because that's a good lead in. So let's go ahead and cover that. It was about pricing. There it is. So on pricing, I have a couple of questions. Okay, so there you go. What is the best price for self-purchase? Because what I noticed was I can put $11.99 and my royalty is what, like $1 something, or I can keep it at $16.99 and I'm going to get my kickback. So it's kind of all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same in the end. Is there something I'm not understanding about this?
No, just upfront money or waiting for the the payout later, I think, unless you guys have more insight on that.
Let me just touch on this real quick. Sorry, guys. How I would do it is two ways. So there's your private shirts, which I usually, if they're just for me or not for Amazon, I keep them as the lowest price possible without getting any return. If you feel like this particular shirt is going to be something you're going to long tail or evergreen on your site, you might as well put it at the regular price. That's what I do.
That leads into number 2 of prices. I would like everyone's opinion on how do you pick your price points, and do you have any kind of formula or theory in your head of when is it time to tweak a price, lower it, or raise it? Can you guys touch on your theory on how you guys run that part of it?
I set my price and leave it.
Yeah, I kind of do that too now. But Joe, you do more with tweaking your prices, yeah?
Yeah, I used to start them like at $14.99, and they would sell like once. I would raise them to like $16.99, and then go to $17. But recently, this past month, I've been starting all my shirts, even at that tier 10 series that I was doing. I started them all at $19.99, and they've been selling at $19.99. So I'm kind of going towards more of just pricing them at $19.99 because I'm seeing the sales, they're just picking up and they're just selling at that price. So I'm making more royalty. So I'm liking that. So
yeah, most of mine are priced either $17.99, between $17.99 and $19.99. I have a few that are $16.99 that are just like text based. That's it. And it will be $16.99.
Yeah, all mine are $17.99 unless some of my reloads after 90 days, when I reload them up, I might price some of them at $16.99. And then if they sell, I'll jump them back up to $17.99. But basically, I set it and forget it.
So you guys are saying, all of you on the panel, you pretty much don't go under $16.99.
I go under. I have a little bit of a different game plan than everyone else as far as I keep my shirts low. I still make profit. All I say is I'll keep it under $14.99 just so I can tier up to $1,000. That's my goal. And I'm at about, I did the research last night and I'm sold about 400 shirts in my whole career. So I'm close to the 500. So hopefully I get tiered up.
But your way is wrong. So we just got to emphasize that.
What?
Say that again.
Chris's way is wrong. So we just got to emphasize that.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Don't do it that way. Do not.
No. Well, I talked to Lindy yesterday, and she's been selling a ton of shirts. And one, I think she's got priced, it was like $14.99 or something. It was really, really cheap, but she's been selling many of them. So she's going to be able to get tiered up. So that might be a good strategy for getting tiered up if you got, you know,
but the thing is, it is kind of a hack And I know, Amazon, when it comes to like gaming the system, I just hope they don't, do something with that. I know they won't, and I'm tinfoil hatting it here, but I just don't want everyone to start doing that, because then, it's gonna really swing the market like in a weird way.
Yeah, it's true.
Honestly, nothing against Chris, but my philosophy is I'm in this to make money. I'm not in this to tear up. What's the point of tearing up if I'm not making money? In my philosophy, I want to make $5 a shirt. That's what's the point?
And to add to Jeff's thing, and this is for Yvonne too, everyone's merch journey is going to be different. What works for me is not going to work for Jeff. What works for Jeff's not going to work for Margaret and Joe, etc. So just kind of, you got to take it as a personal business. What's good for you? What works for you? And I mean, you could take tidbits out of everyone, what they're doing, but it all comes down to, this is your business. Run it how you want it.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say. So everybody's goals are different. Everybody's path and journey is different. I'm doing this for gummy bear money, and outside of that, whatever else is gummy worms. So
Yeah, I do have I do have one. I have this one shirt I sell, and I price it at $12.99, and it sells probably like 5 a day, and that's mainly for just the purpose of tearing up, just so I'm getting all those sales a day. I might not be making a lot of money, but I do want to tear up. I do want to hit those numbers, because I've sold 1,300 shirts so far, so I'm ready to be tiered up to the 2,000 mark. So hopefully by the time I hit 2,000, I'll be ready to be at the 4,000 tier. So I am trying to make money, but I do have one design that, it sells, like 5 shirts a day. Like every day, it's already sold like 3 today. So, so that's what I do. And actually, I think in the past, I would say 3 months, it's sold probably a couple hundred times. So that shirt does help me tear up. So
I agree. I want to cheer up, but yeah.
Robert in the chat was saying, as an engineer, they have engineering firms that use the same tactics to steal clients, and it makes everybody have to charge less for their work. So it kind of devalues. We were talking about that with Glenn and Young too, about designers that charge less. It drops the market for everybody.
And that's what I'm saying. And I think that's where Joe's outlook is really respectable, because he's got a balance between making profit and tearing up. But he's got a long way to go. If
I
ran
through the whole thing with the photography business. When I first started off in photography, I had a studio. I can charge top dollar, but as more and more people got into became photographers, moms with cameras, they started charging less. Here's a CD of all your photos for $50. It brought the price in the market down till we couldn't support studios, and high-end photographers were just closing shop. So, and anyone on FBA is the same thing. It's a race to the bottom, and nothing against people to do that, but I kind of think the same way. You got to value your work. You put time into that, or you bought the design. Don't lowball it. Charge what you think it's worth.
Yeah, but it's not going away. So it's reality. So
yeah, it's reality. It's the market.
And the thing is, Amazon's happy because they're selling shirts, and they're making a set price on each shirt anyways.
Yeah, they get their money. They're gonna get their cash.
So to sum this all up, Chris is evil, and we're all...
Hey, I am evil though. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think every person's opinion and tactic is valid. I personally, at this time, am using a synthesis of what everyone just said. Totally understand it. I've got a couple of shirts that are down low because I wanted to tier up. I will reach a point where I probably will stop using that tactic, with the exception of like my Halloween shirts. Well, I went and marked them down because we're in the final run. They're probably, yeah. But anyways, I think that's great. I wanted to know, are there any theories about Amazon merch algorithm to where there's a sweet spot price point that they do love and that they do kind of like nurture a little more? Has anybody heard any rumors of that kind of thing?
Not I.
No,
I haven't.
I think it's a customer thing with price. It's not going to be an algorithm thing with Amazon with price. That's my opinion.
It's going to look at your design. Some people won't pay 21 or what dollars for a simple word on a T-shirt. But if it's a hot trend, it might. So it depends. There's a lot of factors in it.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see.
None of my Melania decoy shirts sold. I'm really bummed about that.
You know what?
I made a whole bunch of those Melania body double, Melania decoy shirts.
I never even heard of that one.
No, and yeah, there weren't a lot up there, but they didn't sell either.
Yeah, I did a lot of those expert ones from Baron Trump. Does anyone remember that trend?
Yeah.
And they all got pulled for copyright infringement.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, so from you all, I have learned that the best places for trademark and patent search sites, these are the 3 that I'm using now: TM Hunt, Trademarkia, and of course the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Am I missing anything important for trademark and patent searching?
Those are the ones I use, yeah. Mostly TM Hunt and USPTO.
Okay, so I'm good on that.
I check everything, all the words.
Yes, I just recently realized that too. It's you have to check even the words that we fill out for our keywords and things. If we're going to use like a slang phrase or something, we need to check all of those things. So yes, I learned that from you and Randy. You were getting on Randy's butt the other day. I was like,
well, his first shirt was rejected. I'm like, babe, what happened?
So I thought, oh, I never really thought that deep into it, but she is so right. Okay, so the levels currently, and I checked it again this morning, the tier levels currently are 10, 25, 100, 500, and then it goes to pro by invitation. Any insight or tips on, like, what does that mean? After 500, what do we have to do? We have to ask again, or?
No, it's pretty much the same. Just they'll tier people up. I thought that invitation meant something, but it doesn't really mean anything.
Unless you're young, then you never get tiered up ever again.
Yeah, they'll tier you up just whenever they want.
They're supposed to look more closely at your content and
I don't think they do.
Yeah, they'll tier you up. I mean, that's you have to wait a little bit longer or whatever.
You sell enough shirts, they'll tier you up.
Because it says they start to look at your account manually to see how well you're curating it, how interesting it is. So I just wanted to know if you guys had any thoughts or opinions, because some of you were way up there.
I would say no, because I know some people who are, like young, and I know some other people like, I think Michael Essany. I mean, if you guys know him, like his stuff is pretty good. He's at the 4K, and he should be at the 10K, but he hasn't been tiered up, so I don't know.
How far does it go?
No, Glenn
I think
is at
10.
8,000. Is Glenn at 8,000 or 10,000?
I thought somebody posted
He's
that
at
8,000 was the top.
Somebody posted they got to 10K.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
Before we go further, I'm reminding everybody I'm supposed to do a giveaway. So pay attention, because we're going to ask a question later. And I'm going to give away a design. I'm not going to show it on the show, because then everybody go. But I'm going to do a giveaway. So yeah.
A design that we can use and upload. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so I bought myself out of tier 10. That's what I did. I don't really want to. I'm not going to buy. And so I'm probably going to go to 100. I'm not going to buy myself out of tier 100. But what are your thoughts about buying ourselves out of like the baby tiers?
I think
10
that's fine.
at least.
I think that's fine.
No rumors that Amazon is like, we saw what you did.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
No.
Cool.
I know somebody who did that. They were at the 10 tier, and then they bought themselves out, and they got to the 100 tier, and they're at the 1,000 tier now.
My only thought is, if you have to buy yourself out, why are your shirts not selling? And what's the point to buying yourself out if your shirts aren't selling?
Yeah,
but
I don't think I want to do that any further.
Because it's a numbers game.
Yeah, it's a legitimate way to get out, and I don't see anything wrong with it. But I would look at your shirts if they're not selling.
It's an easy way to get out of the 10 tier for sure.
Yeah, and one of the top we did a video. It was like the top 3 newbie tips, right, in the Merch Master series or whatever. And one of my tips was, don't buy your way out. But going back and looking at it, like, okay, I can see now, like, if I was on the 10 tier now, I might start. One, I said it wasn't a good plan because, like Jeff said, you know, you want to make sure you are, if your shirts aren't selling, why aren't they selling? It's not sustainable to keep buying your way out, you know. But now I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe if I was on the 10 tier and getting frustrated, I might make some shirts for my boys and buy those because they're going to wear them. And it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you're legitimately going to wear them, or it's
Yeah.
make them for a group or a local group or something. Make
Yeah.
it work for you rather than just buying yourself shirts.
I wear my shirts every day. I wear my shirts every day.
I wear a shirt.
I would say the only tier that you should buy yourself out is at the 10 tier because we all started at the 25 tier.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chris, you started at the 10 tier or 25?
I started at the 25. I was lucky.
Yeah. See, so we all started at the 25 tier. So I didn't feel obligated to buy myself out of the 25 tier. I never even heard any talk of buying yourself out until they made the 10 tier.
Well,
And then people
have
started
tiers
talking about
when I started. So when I started the tiers, I was already, beyond 100 or whatever I started off at.
See, I was buying my shirts though before it was even talked about people buying their way out. Because I remember there was a time where people didn't even talk about buying their way out.
Yeah, never.
I'll be right back.
I mean, I bought some of my own shirts, but I didn't buy them to buy myself out of a tier. I bought them just because I liked the shirt.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I bought my shirts through Printful because it was cheaper that way.
I probably have like 4 or 5 of my own shirts that I wear all the time. So
yeah.
So Yvonne, do you have some other questions there on that paper?
Oh yeah, we've got yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So related to that is a couple of my shirts I bought, and I have them listed on eBay. I bought them and I listed them on eBay for $18 plus shipping. What do you guys think about that? Has anybody tried that? What do you think? They haven't sold yet, but
I list on eBay, but I do it through Printful and I have it automated, so I don't have to I did a video on it, but with ShipStation in between, it's all automated, so I don't have to do anything.
So is that close to drop shipping, or
it's still drop shipping, but I don't, like, you bought your shirts and you actually have to ship them.
They're here.
I don't have to do them. It's connected It's connected to Printful, so when someone buys it, Printful prints it and ships it without me doing anything.
And you just adjust your handling time so that you don't get caught up in a.
Yeah, I put a 5-day handling time on all my T-shirts, and I might change. I'll probably change it to 10 for the Christmas when we get closer to Christmas, because I've been watching them and they've been slowing down a little bit as they get busier. So, but yeah, if I had to buy them and then ship them, I personally would not do that. That's work, and I'm against work.
Okay, somebody in chat just said American Travelog says, in capitals, don't list merch T-shirts on eBay. It's against Amazon TOS. But Amazon says they're not exclusive. That we can.
Yeah, it's not against TOS.
Here, I want to add one thing.
Especially the way you're. Oh, sorry, Chris, but especially the way you're doing it. You're
I'm not drop shipping.
You're pre-buying them, so you have them in stock. So Amazon has nothing to say about that.
Okay, thank you.
Because you're just reselling.
How do you feel about that, American Travelog? How do you feel about that follow-up? Okay, where's Margaret?
So here's kind of my view on that. I don't, and this is kind of going to be a little sideways, but I don't do that because I value my eBay account too much, and I don't want to have potential returns, bad feedback because of something that I didn't have control of. So as a suggestion for anyone, this is my personal opinion. If you're going to want to do that, you might want to look into having a separate eBay account just for your shirts, so you don't ruin potentially ruin your great standing eBay account.
Okay, I need to look into this. Okay, I did not use Prime. I'm not a Prime Amazon member, so I did not use that American Travelog, and I'm not drop shipping. I bought the shirts; they're mine. They're hanging in my closet.
I think if you're doing it your method, you have no worries. You can sell them on your own personal account. But if you're drop shipping, I think Chris is talking about, he would not do that through his eBay account. But if you're personally buying like an inventory of shirts and then selling them, go for it.
Did you just snap? Joe, did you just
What?
Did you just go for it?
No,
I think you did.
I don't even have no hands. How am I gonna do it?
Okay. So not everyone's on agreement on that plan, but I'll look into it in American Travelog. I'll look into it too, but I think I'm right, and I think the advice I'm getting is right, but I'll double check.
Yeah, if you're buying your shirt, you bought it, you have it in your possession, you're just reselling ROA or whatever you want to call it, OA, no problem. If you're drop shipping, I'm not positive, but I don't think it's against TOS, but I would not use merch as a drop shipper because they'd have so many problems. You know, like I said, I use Printful and it's all automated, and I keep my handling time enough time to handle the shipping and printing and everything.
And you could always do the Etsy Printful thing too if you wanted to do it like that.
Etsy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good stuff, you guys, and I hope everyone in the chat or watching later is very clear on the conversation that just happened here, because you're not going to see some of the stuff that was in the chat. So I hope everyone's clear. If not, I hope you'll leave the question down for Margaret and her panel in the questions, comments. Okay, so
what are people saying in the chat? We haven't even got there.
People are saying Jeff's
Margaret.
wrong because of the Prime, using Prime for your drop shipping.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think Jeff is not saying Jeff does not use merch to fulfill his shirts. He uses Printful.
Yeah, I use Printful.
Right.
Yeah.
okay. Maybe he or she's just adding extra information. There maybe it's just a little side talk, and we're
I
all good.
agree. You are not supposed to resell drop ship using Prime, and
Right. That's known. Yes.
And if in merch uses Prime, so I can see that you're not using merch as a drop shipper. You're buying the products, bringing them in, and then reselling them, which you're fine. You're fine there.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I double checked. I just want to know if you guys know anything different. As far as I know, everything is still the same on this. Once you get your account, we have 120 days to get something up there, our tax and banking information if we want to keep our merch account. Otherwise, they will consider we're not interested and give it to someone else. And as far as t-shirts, they have 90 days to sell. We get a 60-day pending removal notification. Is that all still the way you guys know it, the way you guys understand it?
Yes.
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention, but yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Standard.
It's correct.
Okay.
You're correct.
Oh, this is something that's really irritating to me, being a recovering control freak. Okay, so Amazon picks the colors of our t-shirts, right? Is there a hack for that? Anybody know
Hey, you mind if I use that? Recovering control freak? I like that.
I'll be your first customer. Put a big smiley face on it. I'll buy one. Is there a hack for that?
My understanding is when you first load a shirt, they will randomly pick the color. You're talking about the main image showing.
The main photo,
They randomly pick it, and then after that, it will be your top selling color. I don't know of any hack. I mean, there's been a lot. I've seen a lot of theories, but
I have a hack. Just put one color.
yeah, just post one color in every listing and do 20 listings.
But
okay.
But now you don't have to do that no more, because now they show all the colors. So
yeah, that's cool.
I haven't seen that yet.
See, Jeff, it took my browser a few days before it kicked in for some reason.
Because I searched.
You know what I think, Jeff? I think this is my tinfoil hat theory on that. Is Amazon's going through the millions of listings and they have to upload every one of them separately. That's why they're not all showing up.
Just today, because I used Merch Informer to do my search of shirts to see if my ID is up there already. And I did a couple today, and I see all these listings, and I don't see all the colors under them yet. So I don't know.
Here, let me pull up
a browser thing or a...
Yeah, I think it's just an inventory thing of Amazon loading them. It took a while for me to see them, like literally days.
Yeah, when I hover over, is this what you mean, like that?
No, on the default page.
Like you do a search on Merchant Informer for Bandcamp, and you'll get all the Bandcamp shirts. And supposedly underneath each shirt, it will show all the colors available. And yeah, I don't see that yet.
I guess I don't either then.
I've seen the post that Chris is talking about, but I just haven't seen it live myself yet.
Go on, Margaret. Go on merch research and type in a shirt or whatever, and then it'll come up.
Merch research.
Yeah, there's some shirts that have it and some that don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Type in like Christmas shirts or something, and then you'll see it. All the colors will show up.
I'm going to screen share because I don't know what you mean because apparently I haven't seen it before. So do Christmas shirt.
Yeah,
just type in Christmas.
Do it live.
Doing it live.
See?
What am I looking for?
Well, it's not, yours isn't showing it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Some people are seeing underneath each shirt there all 5 colors.
Yeah, all the colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All colors available.
There's a shirt for me.
I wonder if it's because we have plugins.
Ah, maybe.
That's it.
There's my tinfoil hat right there. Another reason not to get plugins.
We're just going to have that one on the table. Well, that'll be for the after show. Okay. Next question. That's what Ty says in the chat. Like, could be her plug-in. Yep.
Okay, so
I did it online. Go ahead. I'm gonna try something.
Nevada says all the pretty colors.
You know how on eBay we have these theories of how Cassini works and who gets promoted and who doesn't, the red door, blue door, all that. So with Amazon merch, is there a number of sales or let's say a percentage of your tier amount, that eBay starts to like favor us for some reason and boost us? Is there any way to get, any hacks to get boosted in their promotions or their, how they'll show other t-shirts related at the bottom?
You know what?
Tell us your theory.
I don't have a theory, but I remember one time one of my shirts got picked up, and I think it was like maybe it was priced at $17.99, but they dropped the price to like $12.99. But that shirt sold a couple of times, but I was still making the royalty for $17.99. So
Margaret has a tinfoil hat theory.
I've forgotten it now. I don't have my hat on. What was it?
Yours is list more. Every time you list, you sell more.
No, it's not. That's not right anymore. I changed my theory.
Okay.
I'm so depressed by it because my sales have been horrible lately, and I've been listing a lot.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either.
Margaret, I can't believe your sales, Margaret. You have 4,000 shirts you could load.
I know. I know there was a stretch there where I was really not uploading or doing a lot because, we had a hurricane and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But so I'm just trying to catch up. But now it's like, still, right? The shirts are still there. They're just not.
Yeah.
I think it's all about the niches. And like my success lately has been from like 2 specific niches. So there's that.
What are they?
No, I'm not telling.
Got my paper ready.
Anyone can figure it out if they were savvy enough.
Well, it's the same thing. I've had shirts that I've loaded, and right away or after a week, I've sold a lot of those shirts. And you think that demand would keep going, but all of a sudden, it's like a valve gets shut off. So there's a lot of tinfoil hat theories about on and off switches, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Yep. All right, next.
Okay, I don't even know if I may save this next one for if we have time at the end of the show. This is going to be the brand name controversy or dilemma. I'm gonna let me do this. This is an easy one, but I'm curious. So Amazon says they support Firefox and Chrome for their browsers are the best browsers to use. Is one better than the other? I use Chrome because of the extensions. Firefox, we can't have extensions, right?
Again, but people don't make them. People have been making them for Chrome.
Yeah.
But even Safari supports extension, but no one's written the extensions for them.
So my choice for Chrome is spot on.
I use both Safari and Chrome.
Chrome.
Okay, just checking on that. Ratings and reviews. Okay, so I bought a couple of my own t-shirts, right? I bought them and paid for them. how tacky is it to leave a review of my own T-shirt
They don't allow it.
if I bought it?
They don't allow it.
I mean, I think you can, but I don't think you would get in trouble if you got caught doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Don't do it.
Even if I bought it, still it's a
Yeah,
gray
even
area.
if you bought it. Even if you bought it. Yep.
Okay. Good.
Just have your mom or your cousin buy it, and then say, "Hey, if you don't mind," wink, wink.
Does it even help? Am I tripping? Like, is it even that big of a deal?
I don't think it's a big deal.
I don't either.
Kind of like feedback on eBay.
I will add that.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Joe.
I think I have a shirt that's sold like 170 times. It has no reviews.
Yeah, what it does is it looks nice having those stars next to your design, and it does help a little bit. But what matters is sales. That'll boost you up.
What I have done is if I've had a shirt that was a really good seller, and then somebody gave it a 1-star review, and the only reason I noticed is that it stopped selling. And so I went to look to see like what happened. Are there copycats? What's going on? And then I saw that it had been given a 1-star review because when the person got it, it shrank really bad, or it had something to do with the shirt itself. So what I did was I took that shirt down and re-uploaded it.
Another thing I might add to that is Amazon actually does rating reviews. So if you feel like this is for everyone, if you feel that you have a rating that is unjustified, you could report it to Amazon through your seller account and see what happens from there.
Yeah, because supposedly they'll take it down, but I was like, man, it'd be more time for me to mess with
T-shirts. It might. I know they do that for like if you're an FBA or seller or you're selling a product, but for the T-shirts, you're not the seller, so I don't know if they would do that.
Right. You could try though. You could. I've never done it, but I'm assuming that you can reach out to them and see what they say.
Because you're looking, they're not talking about the design; they're talking about the shirt, and that's on Amazon, not you. So that would be your thought. They would remove it, but technically, you're not the seller. So,
well, I'm saying like an unjustified one. That's a justified complaint.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Stop the presses.
Okay.
Margaret, you have a giveaway?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway. And I have a good question that we haven't even mentioned in the show. So hopefully you've been a long time viewer. So you'll be able to answer this. Okay, and I'm gonna pick the first person that gives the correct answer in the chat that I see. What is the name of Jeff's cat? That is always hanging out on the show.
So I take it I'm not eligible to win?
No, you're not.
I don't even know.
I think I have an idea. I've asked him like twice already.
Yep. Oh, I see it. Gina, find your treasures is the winner. The cat's name is Mango.
I have several cats.
All right, Gina.
What's it called?
Mango.
Mango. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I guess.
My daughter named her. No, you can't get in my lap. No.
Okay, so Gina, reach out to me after Gina, and I'll get you that design for merch.
I'm gonna make some mango shirts.
Yeah.
Mango.
Mango is my mango.
What is that? Okay, do you have some more questions, Yvonne? Thanks for that.
We still have 3 pages left, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Some of them are easy, some are a little more complicated. Okay, so on keywords, do you guys have any tips about keywording to hit multiple niches? Or if there's a video that explains it, just tell me that and I'll go watch it. Or if you don't feel comfortable, because that might be a high-end trade secret. So if you don't feel comfortable, I get that too.
I don't know about that. I mean, I guess I'm real careful. I'd be real careful about keyword spamming. Like if your shirt doesn't have to do with hamster dance, or something. But it's a hot thing going on right now that you find a way to work it in. So it's.
Well, here's another thing about keyword spamming is you might hit the trademark algorithm by, you up your percentage of finding a trademark you didn't know about that you're going to get, slammed on. So
I'm trying to think of an example of where you would cross.
Okay, I'll give you one. Like, say I do camping and with my dog. Okay, so if I double, try to do a little collab
As
on
long as long as your T-shirt covers those subjects.
Yeah.
There's no secret.
Right. It's not. But unless you're like, oh, if you're a cat lover, you and your hamster can get matching dog shirts.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can do anything that has to do with camping. You can do, the breed of your dog. You could do whatever.
Yeah. So I think you're safe in that way. If it has to do with it.
The who, what, why, and where of your T-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's clever ways of doing it. You just got to you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Okay, so on keywords, you know what? This is, and I was going to have you pull up one of my shirts because then you could, so that I could get a visual. Yeah. Okay. Because I want to know how you guys decide what to put in the key product features, those two fields, right? And then down below is a bigger text box field where we put product description. I did see, I know where they show up at. And well, when you pull it up, you got it, Margaret?
Yeah, do you see it or do you not see it?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's a delay, so you know how that is. Okay, so I know that, okay, so in here, those two places, I see where key product features shows up. That shows up just under the color, the different color selection.
Right.
And then down in the bottom, though, they kind of like the product description that we fill out, that kind of gets buried down lower.
As long as it's searchable, then because that's a search. I mean, that's still within the searchable field, even though you don't really see it because it's way down here. As long as Amazon that's one of the searchable fields, yeah.
Well, the standing theory, because there's no set rule, is the keyword bullet points. The bullet points are Amazon searchable. The description is not used by Amazon for search, but can be picked up for Google search. That's why I still use it.
That's good to know.
And I usually, if I can't think of something different, I'll usually just copy my 2 bullet points down into the description.
Yeah.
Because Amazon doesn't really pay attention to the description when you're searching on Amazon.
To the product description. That's exactly what I wanted to know, Jeff. Thank you. And
again, that's a theory, and it's one I support, I guess, or I spread, but there's no definitive answer out there by Amazon.
The whole thing's theories when you really think about it.
For me, I usually fill out my bullet points to the extent that they let me.
Right.
And then my product description is kind of like my overflow because I keep trying to add as many synonyms and keywords and tags and
make your bullet points more of a sentence. Like it's Halloween. If you're looking for a spooky Halloween costume party shirt, then this is a great tee for you. Use T-shirt, different versions of that.
Or like the perfect gift for grandparents and parents and uncles and nieces.
Search for gift.
Yeah, and a crazy cat lady, that needs this.
Yeah, there you go.
Slow down a little bit. Wait a minute, hang on, you guys. Okay, so that's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to critique what I filled out and to help me do it better, such as like we do keywords on eBay. But where are you? I want to know specifically. Where's where are you telling me to put what? Like,
hey guys,
product features or product description.
Hey guys, really quick, I have to get out of here, so I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay,
bye, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
You're
Bye,
welcome. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.
For Amazon search, you want to use up as much as that bullet points you can, and they give you 256 characters for each bullet point. So expand it out into a sentence with as many keywords that make sense. Like Margaret says, crazy cat ladies must have this shirt on Halloween with black cats and bats or whatever.
Yeah. So
Thank you. I wasn't clear on how, I don't want to get in trouble. I wasn't clear on how much we could tinker with what text field.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. Just don't list a bunch of words
that are unrelated or just words.
Even if they're related, don't just put a bunch of words separated by commas. Make
a story. Make a sentence.
Story.
Yeah.
If you read it, it makes sense to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, we're getting there, you guys. So,
Hey, real quick, Yvonne, and I apologize for interrupting. If you want to, here's a good tip. Just if you want to go look at other shirts and see what other people are putting, it's a good inspiration to kind of look to see what others are doing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this, but I look at other shirts and I copy bullet points, but I reword them.
Yeah,
Well,
I wasn't.
I mean, I'll go
rearrange them and whatever, but
I'll go
I look at the top sellers at the similar shirts, and there's a reason they're top sellers. So,
and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Same thing we do on eBay. We look for the top selling product and we copy their title and descriptions, and we may add a few words or rearrange words. But
I mean, that's what yesterday when I was doing the make merch thing, I showed like here I go into Merch Informer, I pull up the top ones. I've already got some keywords that I'm going with, and then I'll look to see the top sellers. What keywords did I miss? You know, what else could I throw in there? You know, yeah.
Okay, so I'm good on that. And then can we look at the best practices page for a second? It'd just be a lot easier for me to, if we could just look at it, it'd be a lot easier for me to.
I'm pulling it up. You sent me the link, and I am looking for the link, and I'm going to sing a song while I'm looking.
top of the chat.
What?
Top of the chat.
I know it's there, but I had it, and I just, okay, fine.
I put it over in our Hangout chat.
Okay, I'll screen share. Here it comes. Ready, set, go. Okay.
Okay, so on the section that says, are we up? The section that says type of design and effects to avoid. I don't think it's up yet.
Oh, here we go. Types of design and effects to avoid. Here we go.
I don't think we're presenting yet, are we?
Are
There we go.
Margaret, you might have to lock. Margaret, you might have to lock the screen.
I got it locked. Don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so on types of designs and effects to avoid, at the end of that list, it says simple white. What are they talking about? What does that mean?
Never paid attention to it or read it.
Does that mean white on white, or
simple white shirts? Maybe they're talking about just, I don't know.
Types of designs, effects to avoid. Maybe just plain white shirts. That's a good question.
I've never sold a white shirt, so I've never listed a white shirt.
Okay, well, maybe if one of you figures it out or finds out, you'll talk about it in another episode that I'll be watching. So skip the next section, Margaret, and go down to T-shirt testing.
All right.
Okay, the very bottom one, number 4, subtle designs that just look cool to non-fans, but a true fan will recognize it. Like, I don't understand. Like, we have to be careful with brands. Like, how do you interpret that?
Typically, there are 4 categories of designs that work well. Logos, funny inside jokes, character-driven designs typically doing something, subtle designs that look cool to non-fans, but a true fan will recognize.
I might reference back to where the merch started out and was intended for, is for gamers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if this is how, like, those Mother of Cats shirts get through that are kind of like Game of Thrones-ish, kind of font-like, but they're Game of Thrones, really, you know?
Yeah, because that shouldn't get through, so I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's kind of a loose seal of approval, like, for...
Well, you got to look at what merch started out as. It wasn't what it is now when it first started. It was meant for brands, people that made apps and games and stuff like that to promote their games and apps through T-shirts. So that could be an old rule.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the chat. It's probably a leftover from gamers.
Okay, I'm not going to trip on that one. And just a couple more then.
Here's a tip for you. Don't pay attention to that whole page.
Yeah. Well,
you'll be just fine.
So right now I am using Chrome for my browser. I use the extension DS. Is there something to try to see ranking and things like that on merch T-shirts? Is there something better that I should be using that's free?
I like Unicorn Smasher.
Yeah,
I mean, free extension.
Yeah, it's a free extension. when you do your search, like through Merch Informer, and you bring up a whole list of all the shirts, you click or Unicorn Smasher, and it shows you all the shirts on that page, their ranking, their pricing, and you can sort by rank.
Here, I'll pull it up.
I like the best. Then I sort by rank, and it tells me lowest to highest, and I can do my research through that.
So here's this one. I mean, I like that DS Amazon Quick View because it gives you that rank like right when you're searching at it. So there's that one. But then Unicorn Smasher, is that it? Do I not have it on here?
No, I don't see it on there.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm on my Air. I have to use this one because the internet is messed up. I was going to pull up and show you Unicorn Smasher, but I don't have it on there right now. So I can get it real quick. But.
I'll look into that one. Thank you so much. Yeah. So that was, I think that was it. Was there another one? Oh, okay. So now I want to I've asked you guys this before, but I just want to see if there's any updates because I'm probably going to be tiered up to 100 and I'm going to really start to, I'm getting up there. I'm moving forward. I want to make the right decisions early. I've asked you guys this before about brand name. You guys are kind of split. Well, Margaret and Jeff are a little split. Some people say don't use the same brand name because with one click, a copycat sees everything. I think Jeff's opinion is Amazon's probably
going to go in that direction. You kind of froze. Can you repeat the last part? Jeff was wrong.
Right now,
and something else.
I'm using the same brand name right now, and I just want to know, should I just, what do you guys care about that again?
I don't care about copycats. My life, I have too much going on in my life to worry about copycats. They're going to find your shirt anyway, and if they're going to copy it, they're going to copy it. I like having one brand because with one click, they can go see my other shirts. And one thing I found out, if they're looking at your shirt down at the bottom, towards the bottom, if you're not doing the same brand, it's going to show other people's shirts related. If you do the same brand, it's going to show all your other shirts on the bottom.
You are right.
So that's why I like it.
I like that.
I have had people go through and buy more of my shirts. I can tell. So
that's an interesting.
So I think the keywords, some people use the separate brands to get more keywords in. And I think you have plenty of room with the bullet points to get all the to get all the keywords you possibly can need. And having a couple more in the brand is not going to affect search that much.
Yeah. I see that. I like the idea of your shirts showing up at the bottom. And I do think that they are probably going to move that direction where everybody's going to have their own brand, which is fine. And we were talking about that in Denver, how they're already kind of set up for that. Because if you're an FBA seller, you've got a store with all of your FBA products in there, So they've got the capability of doing that for merch shirts as well.
That's the thing. If somebody's asking to see your shirts, you can send them one link and they'll see all your shirts.
And then who was it? I think Chris Green talked about it. Then in Denver, Travis was talking about it, and just it's probably going to be heading that way. So, yeah.
I think it's messing up their database to have so many different brands.
Probably. Well, and then sometimes I see people saying, "Hey, this isn't the brand I put," or somebody else is jumping on my brand name. Well, I went to look at one of my shirts, and it was like. Cat Shirts 123 was the brand name. I was like, I know I didn't pick that brand name, so I don't know what happened, that they.
If you had to defend somebody jumping on your brand name, you probably have a stronger case if everything you have is under one brand.
Yeah.
You can probably get someone kicked off of it more than if you just have one or two shirts there.
It would be cool. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it if it was like everybody had to go that way. So. That'd be cool. Then.
I mean, I've did testes. Testes.
That's Randy's brand name. Don't even.
But on some, like I have a bunch of drinking shirts that with rum you can dance or with tequila you can dance, something like that. And I did put all those shirts under one brand, and I haven't sold. I mean, it's kind of hard to say it's a conclusive test, but I haven't sold any more of those than I have anything else. So. Yeah. It's just not a thing I buy into. I think the benefits for me of having one brand outweigh any keyword.
Cool.
I think you're right. Because if you have a best-selling shirt anyway, someone's going to find it by ranking, because there are ranking copycats. I mean, there are people on YouTube that have openly admitted, this is what I do. If you got a good selling T-shirt, get ready. Here I come. I'm copying it.
Go to Merch Informer, leave the search blank, and you hit enter. It brings up all the shirts by rank. Every shirt in merch, and so you can look at the top ranking shirts and says to your copycats. Now, copycats are going to be out there. There's nothing you can do to stop them.
I think I'm going to sticking with my brand name so that I can, utilize it for advertising. And then, like Jeff says, I saw that. He's so right. It pulls all my other stuff up. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, guess what?
And here's another kind of little hack too for everyone. If you're going to have your own brand, and you know how you click your brand name and it takes you to all your shirts, here's a trick. Go to GoDaddy.com, go get yourself a URL, go get yourself a domain name. So like, let's say Yvonne'sFunkyShirts.com. You can forward that domain to that category. So you can have your business cards that say Yvonne'sFunkyShirts.com. They go to that site. It'll direct you to your Amazon listing. So there's a trick for everyone.
That's so smart. Dang it. That's too many shirts for me to go back and fix a brand name for.
See, that's what I'm trying to avoid, Margaret, is if what Jeff predicts, I'm like, because I'm getting ready to get teared up, right? I'm like, okay, I just want to do it right from the beginning. And also, at what point do you think we should trademark our brand name if we do stick with a single brand name for merch? At what point should we trademark it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we actually did talk about that in Denver. Now, if it's one that you're going to stick with, especially like me, where it's Texas Gal Treasures, we were talking about that. I should trademark that. I mean, if somebody went and tried to trademark it now, I would have a case against them because I've used that name for so long. But
it costs a lot of money too. Like I priced it. It's anywhere between $700 and $1,500 if you do it through a lawyer, like a professional trademark lawyer.
Yeah, I talked to Glenn. He trademarked his Hustler Hacks, and he did it through. It was what are these online? It was LegalZoom, I think it was what it was. LegalZoom or something like that.
You can do it for like
his. Yeah, and I think it was like $400 or $500 bucks.
Yeah, you can do it through that way, but I suggest literally spend the extra money if you guys are serious about this. Talk to a trademark patent lawyer. You know, there could have been, I'm not saying anything about Hustler Hacks. He probably knows what he's doing, but there could be a little loophole somewhere that maybe talking to a lawyer would have solved down the road for anyone that might have issues. So that's just my 2 cents.
This is true. This is very true.
My next $3,000 month, or my first $3,000 month, I'll go.
I use my brand, the Cosmic Frog, on every business venture I've had for 20 years. You know, Cosmic Frog's photography, Cosmic Frog's world, web. So I don't know how I'd go about even trademarking that, because I have Cosmic Frog's tees, I have Cosmic Frog's vinyl. So I have actually like all those.
I think there's
incorporated.
There's a blanket thing where you have one thing and then everything falls.
Yeah, I might look into that, but
here's the thing: like if you're just doing this like as a small business, usually trademark stuff has to do with like if you're getting like way out of your league, and you feel that some other company, big entity, is going to come in and try to steal your brand. Though if anyone's doing well and you can afford it, I definitely highly suggest doing it. For me, it's a money thing. Like I can't afford getting a trademark for everything that I have.
I can't afford that. I have to eat, and I have my Starbucks habit. And somebody was mentioning in the chat about watermarks. Watermarks take away from the image, and there's ways around it. Trust me, I've copied things that had watermarks on them, and it's not too hard to remove them. But I don't know. I thought Amazon was doing it, but I know Printful does it for the unisex T-shirts. The mock-ups are now wrinkled T-shirts. So it kind of distorts the image a little bit, your design, but it makes it look natural. And that kind of prevents, because when you try to take it into Illustrator to copy it, it's kind of hard to get a good match. I wish Amazon would do that.
It's funny how we can go like 15 to 20 minutes on one question, just like diving super deep into these questions.
Yeah,
Teespring does it too now. Teespring does wrinkled shirts. So I wish Amazon would do that. It would help. But on the what I was saying, the complicated designs, it's going to be too small to do a good copycat of it. Unless you just, if you have simple text, it's easy. Or Margaret's shirts are easy.
I don't mind. You can call me easy. Whatever. As long as you're paying. I'm kidding.
I just like to thank everybody for keeping this a ball-free show today. I think we got enough ball.
It wasn't even on my radar. Now it is. Now it is. So do we want to jump on to some more questions, or we want to wrap things up? What do you guys want?
I'm good, you guys. That was 7 pages that I printed out. Thank you so much from my end. Jeez. Awesome.
I know in the chat we've had a couple of requests. I know Chris and Nick were talking in the chat about Nick coming on, Nick Eden.
Yeah,
he
for
started
sure.
the podcast. Oh my gosh, Nick, what's your podcast? 42? What is it? Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's like 45, 54 or something like that.
Tell me what your podcast is, because we'll have Nick on next week. Is that cool? And then Carol had a request in the chat for us to do a Printful Etsy POD like themed show where we just talk about Printful Etsy.
Yeah, because I'm just starting that, and I was telling everyone before the show how 2018 I'm gonna go super hard on Printful Etsy integration, because I've been on Etsy for years since it pretty much opened up. So I'm really stoked.
I started a new thing this week. Is everyone knows I have my own website with Printful, and I sell my designs on there as well. But I started doing niche websites on certain niches and connecting to Printful and selling just those T-shirts in those niches. So I just, I used to do that with Amazon affiliate links. You really SEO those websites to that niche, and then you get the affiliate link income. I'm doing that with the T-shirts now, but I'm doing T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, all in one niche on that one website. So I've loaded up my first one this week and got it going.
It's cool. Yeah. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking too, like if we do the Etsy one, we could have, because I know Young's been doing pretty well. Somebody else was doing really well. Maybe we could have them come, because I've sold a couple or one. I say a couple. Let's just call it a couple. It's one. But we could have somebody who's really been hitting it hard and doing really well with it. That'd be good.
Yeah, because then I can ask questions too if I have questions. I know Jeff's been doing it for a long time. I was actually watching videos of Jeff talking about Printful in 2016. So
yeah, I've been with Printful since almost the beginning when it came out.
That gives me 2 weeks to get some more stuff up there. So
awesome.
Hey.
But I do Printful with every site but Etsy.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Because Etsy is the devil.
No, you were breaking the rules.
I wasn't breaking the rules.
He was
more than anybody
bending.
else.
Okay.
eBay, Store Envy, Inktail, websites with Woo. What else? I don't know. Every other integration they have.
Cool.
Redbubble's been picking up for me. I made 3 sales this week on Redbubble.
I haven't even checked Redbubble in a long time. I have some stuff up there, but I haven't looked.
Well, they send you an email at least.
Did I? Oh, okay.
Teespring doesn't send emails.
I will say this real quick. As a new Printful user, I was super disappointed to see like they just literally use iron-ons for everything pretty much, or the sublimation profit. I've seen them make the socks with the iron-on. They just press
the sublimation, yeah.
Yeah. That was just like, oh, I thought it was all like done like some other way.
T-shirts and everything else, anything non-sublimation is direct garment printing.
Yeah.
The sublimation, yeah, that's the only way to do it right now.
Yeah.
And it's not an iron-on.
Well, it is kind of when you think about it.
It's heat press, but it's
a press.
It's still an ink. It's not a vinyl transfer or something.
All right, apples and oranges. It's a damn iron-on.
It's still ink being pushed into the fabric.
True. But using a heat press.
Yeah. It's still
anyways.
Good. Still good. And you start adding some sublimation T-shirts up. And towels.
I haven't done any of those.
Sorry, ladies. The boys were.
That's okay.
Entangled.
I saw stickers on Redbubble.
They're both pretty. It's okay.
You're both strong men who have
leggings. I think leggings are actually print to the fabric, and then they cut and sew them.
Yeah, there's a crazy video on how they do it. It's still iron on too, by the way.
What, the leggings?
Yeah, the leggings. I've seen a video how they do it.
No, it's sublimation.
Sublimation, people. Sublimation.
There's a difference. I've been thinking about buying a heat press and doing some heat press vinyl stuff here, but I just don't want to. I don't know where I put it in my office. You know, I was going to think about doing ball caps or koozies, beer koozies.
My motorboating one would look really good on a koozie.
You can koozies. You can buy them in bulk for pennies a piece, and the vinyl transfer is pretty cheap, and then they sell for about $8 to $9. Oh, that's a lot of profit in there.
Okay.
Come on, let's talk.
Wow, look, the chat thinks we're having some kind of disagreement here. We're all in agreement with this and that. There's no fight.
Chris is just wrong.
No, they're good. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy. We all have different opinions. Some opinions are more right than others. That's okay.
Chris.
Yeah, and my opinion usually involves a tinfoil hat. So.
Okay, so if you're watching right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, shame on you.
That's a good idea. I should do that.
Hit the thumbs up button. And if you're watching later, hit the little subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when we go live so that you can come hang out in the chat. And hopefully I'll get the OBS system going and figure out how to do that with multiple people.
Glenn's in the chat. Or I mean Yang, excuse me.
Oh yeah, Yang. Yang wasn't invited. Well, Yang, we know how sassy you get sometimes, so. Well, Yang, 2 weeks. I'm going to message you. 2 weeks, not this coming Wednesday, but the next one. Come on and let's talk about the in principle Etsy integration. I know we did it. We did a show together, but that'll be good. We can have it here with everybody and talk.
Yeah, I watched that show yesterday. It was a really good show.
Yeah.
And here's a pro tip for anyone who wants to cram in knowledge, like Johnny Five when he's reading through the book. You could put podcast on 2 times speed, and you can just rifle through like so much information.
I did that with Mike's Udemy course. I put it on I sped it up so I could learn it faster.
I watched twice as many videos yesterday on Printful from doing that.
I'm gonna do that.
He clicked all my ads, I'm happy.
Do what?
As long as he clicked all my ads, I'm happy. AdSense payday was this week.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Oh, one question. Did you guys get paid for your shirts for September yet? Because I'm still waiting.
Oh.
I think so. Or I got an email about it. I don't know if it hit my bank account yet.
We got the email 4 or 5 days ago. And for anyone that's new, you get every month Amazon pays you out your royalties. And this month it seems like it's ticking forever.
Well, I got my notification on time. It's supposed to be the 15th, or not supposed to be. It's panned out over history. The 15th, they post earnings. The 20th, you'll get the email. And in 3 or 4 days, you should have money in your bank.
Yeah, Earth Brothers saying not yet the 29th. Damn it, I got bills to pay.
Well, living a page is a paycheck. I gave that a long time ago.
I think that's everything.
No.
Thank you, Yvonne, for coming on.
Oh, thank you. Those were these were serious questions. I appreciate it. I don't have to blow up your side chat.
No.
No, this was really fun. I think this might have been the longest merch talk show we've ever done, right?
Probably the most productive too.
Yeah, right.
We should have people come and keep us on the straight and narrow more often.
Well, next week, hopefully Nick will be able to join us. That would be great.
Yeah. And I'll talk to Yang about coming over the week after. So, somebody asked a question. We missed it. Let me scroll back up. Hang on.
Ralph is just saying things.
I'm looking.
I haven't got my money yet either.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I'm looking. I don't see it. Where is it?
It's not going to kill me, but...
Oh, okay. Is this it? I only have Redbubble because I've been waiting 2.5 months to get on Amazon. Should I go for Etsy Printful or just wait for merch? Yeah, definitely go for
all the pods.
What?
Go for all the pods.
Yeah, as many as you.
I'm surprised Jeff didn't say, click my link first.
I'm like, yeah, click my link first.
Click my link first.
If you want to do Printful, click my link. My link there?
It might be. I don't have a link yet.
And for legal purposes, it's an affiliate link.
Yes, it's not there. You have Adobe, Adobe link.
Well, okay, I can only, yeah, you have to send it to me. And
mymultiplestreams.com/Printful.
Okay. Okay, I'll put it. It's
an affiliate link. I get a little something, something. Helps feed my cats. Help feed my cats. Send them to college.
Do you know you can put link trees down? It'll make a live link down in the video description.
Really? I have links on my Instagram.
You can use it in our YouTube channel banner.
I'm gonna have to do that.
I've seen a lot of resellers doing that lately with their descriptions. It's better than having a whole page full of
and nobody's gonna read.
/Printful, right, Jeff?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Now it's saving. It's going to be there. Okay.
Yeah, I do Printful eBay, Printful my website, Inktail, Teespring, Redbubble. I have some on Sunfrog. Sunfrog sucks. And what's the other one I do? There's another one that sucks. I'm thinking about trying TeePublic. I'm not sure. So I don't like their royalty amounts. But yeah, put your shirts everywhere. What's it gonna hurt?
Time.
You know, well, it takes a little bit of time, but if you block out.
I don't have time. I can't do it.
I put more time to the ones that are selling because right now I'm focusing on Redbubble, besides merch, but I'm putting more up on Redbubble, and then I slowly add them to other sites, you know, whatever's selling more. But the more eyes out there, more products, especially if you buy designs.
I cross-post mine to Pinterest. Does anybody else? And I've got a collab board. Does anybody else still do that?
I do that for every time I list something merch. As soon as it goes live, I pin it, tweet it, Facebook it.
Oh, speaking of Facebook, did you guys know that Facebook added PayPal? That's kind of big.
Through Messenger, yeah.
That's cool. I don't think I knew that.
That's good news. I think it just happened.
Well, I've been advertising my website through Marketplace lately, and I don't get a lot of traction, but it's been helping a little bit.
How do you go about doing that? Could you explain?
Well, I made a graphic that shows my different products because I sell mugs and whatever on there in vinyl decals, and then I go to Marketplace and I put a little blurb up there saying gifts and all that stuff, and then I put $1 on the price. But yeah, this is basically advertise my website. And if you use Marketplace, before you do it, go add yourself to all your local selling groups. You know, like for me, it's East County garage sales or San Diego garage sales. And then when you use Marketplace, you just post it once, and then it will post them to all the groups you belong to, all the selling groups you belong to.
It's a great idea.
So it doesn't give me a lot of traction, but you can, you know, don't spam it. But
right. Yeah, there's a fine line, and you never know, something might snowball or go viral for sure.
And something else you can do, it has a feature there that after 7 days, you can hit refresh, and it'll put you back up at the top of the feed rather than buried again. So every 7 days, I go through that and refresh all my listings.
Or you can just go put on one of your shirts, set yourself on fire, and run down the street in the middle of a crowd. Buy my shirts!
Well, today, you don't even have to set yourself on fire. Just step outside.
Oh, my goodness.
Burn. We set record heat yesterday. 107 out.
I think Jeff and I are the craziest people in merch, like mental cases.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to agree. We'll just agree.
Gear Bubble, Gear Bubble. Somebody just mentioned Gear Bubble. I tried them once, and on every forum and research I did on Gear Bubble was bad. And so I stopped Gear Bubble. And like him.
All right.
folks. Yeah,
We're calling his boys.
it's top of the hour.
Bathroom.
We've
I
been
gotta
at it
get
for
to
a while.
eBay now.
Yeah.
One more question. Wait a minute. One more.
No.
Remember, no, just
You're
a quick
cut
one.
off.
Remember, I said I just filled up all 25, right? And I've had at least 10 sales recently. How long do you think before they'll bump me up to 100? Because I'm really ready to go.
You have 25 sales total?
I filled up all my 25 slots. I'm at tier 25, and I've had at least 10 sales
You
recently
have to have 25 sales.
at 25 tier, 25
Right.
sales.
Right.
Oh.
No, not true.
Well, there has been exceptions, but that is a stated rule in Amazon guidelines that you have to have the amount of sales equal to the tier you're at before they'll tier you up. But there has been exceptions.
My sister was an exception.
I was an exception. I got bumped from 25 to whatever it was, 100 without selling 100 shirts.
No, you don't have to sell 100 shirts. At 25 tier, you would have to sell 25 shirts to be bumped up to 100.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And
That is a stated rule on Amazon.
Within what time frame, Jeff? Maybe I am okay.
There is no, I won't say any time frame because it's random. Whenever they decide to do tier ups,
Yeah.
you'll be considered at that time. They don't.
Like they're not. Like will they look back from the beginning of my account or 90 days?
No, they'll look at it from the beginning account. If
yeah.
you got 25 sales, you should be considered in the next tier rollout.
Okay.
But the tier rollouts don't happen on Mondays. They don't happen on set days or whatever. It's whenever they feel like doing them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll keep loading them anyways. I just can't make them live, right? But I can keep working to tell them I'm ready.
Yeah, you can put them in drafts.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one more try. If they let me in the show.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you again, Yvonne, for coming on. And you guys, Yvonne's channel is called Yvonne Flippin' Easy, right?
Yes.
Make sure I got it right in there. So yeah, go check out her channel, and we'll be back next week with hopefully Nick Eden. I'll get with him, and we'll talk. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.